This is Kiran from Rewirechannel Automation channel. Uh, so we are at in the final stage of the uh, making sure that prepared environment is suitable for the Android automation. And before getting to the this Android automation final checks, let us have a quick recap. So we came up with in this particular playlist that we named it as a at setup POC, and then we have prerequisite for which we need to complete the setup related stuff, kind that is Node.js and Android Studio, which is related to the Android configuration, SDK, and API, system path configurations. These are the major ingredients for the preparing the emulators as well to run, and we have to create the emulator followed by the emulator we need to launch and play, and then ADB config. We need certain command lines from the Android side, so that's why we have this one. And then Appium ecosystem that we come across, and then we learned about the Appium Server, how to install and how to configure the drivers, and finally we have given overview on Appium Inspector. So in this playlist, you will see only just brief intro of Appium Inspector only. But in a build playlist, I'm going to cover in detail Appium Inspector and server commands and clients commands related as well. Okay. So now we are at Android automation site. So let's quickly walk through about Android, and we can test the environment that we have prepared is appropriately working or not. Okay. So let's switch over to the Android automation. So final checks to automation readiness. So after passing, this test only, we can able to, you can import whatever existing framework and you can start, wide range of scripts development, or you can slowly, start scripting and understand, Appium side and how to interact with the different screens and different elements. That also you can do it if you're at learning stage. Okay. Moving ahead. So these are the few things that I wanted to look at when I'm going in there. So one thing is driver we should know, and how we configure that we should know. And at the same time, once this driver and the configuration, okay, configuration means what are the options and capabilities that we need, and client means what is the script kind that you are looking at. Those details you need to be aware. Okay, you need to be ready with this information. And then IDE. So the development side, IDE is one of the major major component that we need to take care very cautiously. Okay, as on today for Java projects, IntelliJ IDE is the very sophisticated and the seamless IDE with a lot many features. It is offering the community editions as well. You can take the advantage of we can leverage the community edition, and then Appium Server that we need to take care, and then Appium Inspector also we need to look at while we are working on the automation side. And these are the client languages that we have available for the Appium automation support as well. So generally, people mostly on the Java side, and then Python, who are interested on the JavaScript side, they can go, and C Sharp side as well. Okay, so most of the workforce, they are laying on these two languages, Java and Python. Okay, and then I was talking about IntelliJ IDE Community Edition and the PyCharm community. This is for the Python, so you should know. So let us not worry about the commercial solutions. Only community editions are the enough, which are authorized under the open source license, and you can refer this link. See here, so we landed on this particular page, and if you scroll down, you will see the IntelliJ IDE Community Edition. Okay, so this you need to download, and you can install for Java development. Okay, this is one thing, and then the second thing is this one, Python. So if you are working on the Python side, so PyCharm is the best IDE for the Python automation development. And if you scroll down, you will find community edition over here. Okay, so this you can download, and the screens are like the installation dialogues are just basic dialogues and user friendly. Only you need to play next, and it will install. Later on, you can start your development. Okay. So that's about the IDEs that we are going to use for our sessions purpose. Okay, and yeah. Now the next part is since we are working on a mobile apps automation side, knowing about the mobile apps automation basics is the must. Okay, suppose in the corporate environment, if you are in the mobiles functional projects, definitely during the course of duration, you'll come to know what are the technical names, and what are the technical things that are part of the apps testing. So even for function, even for automation side also, basically before we start, and we should understand a few things, so that we can pinpoint our issues when you encounter, and that will give real insights when you are discussing with the respective ID teams. Okay, so keeping that in view, so based on my experience on the apps functional and automation side, I came up with a few factors so that that may be useful to you. So one is this one. Okay, one is package view main activity. Sorry, the first is APK. If you're talking about Android, we have a file in sections called APK. We call it as Android package kit. Whenever automation to be identify the specific app, there are two things are very mandatory that we should know: how to get, and how to refer it in the our code, or in Appium Inspector side. In the Appium Inspector session, I just given you overview on the what is the mandatory parameters. So I'm going to give details about here, and package name and main activity is the two key things. And then we have app can be installed through two ways. So that I have shown you, drag and drop, and using command line also I have shown you. These are the few things that we need to remember. And yeah, so there is a, okay, suppose we have a one app, and in your corporate environment you may not be knowing on a particular day. Okay, so what, there are a couple of ways to find out this package name and app activity. Either you can directly get from your corporate dev team, or you can use different utils, and try to understand what is the package name and what is the activity name. Without those two parameters, Appium cannot identify the particular app. Okay, so that we should know. So there is the util app is there, that is APK info. So through ADB command line also you will come to know, but it is a kind of uh, uh, um, a bit complex for the new users. It's better if you have APK info is installed in your app, in your device or emulator, that you can easily understand. Okay, so which I'm going to walk through this particular app. So we need to open the APK info app. All apps details are listed, and then target app we need to select. See package name and main activity. You will be able to see here. So in emulator, I have installed the APK info and API demos app. Okay, and then the screen I'm going to walk through. But before that one, you can see this information. Um, API demo. This is our app that I have got it from the open source forum, and then I have got to install this app. And when you open in the APK info, you will find this information about this app details. Okay, so this is no, we have not yet opened in the APK info, but we just open the details of the particular app. Here you will come to know this is the main, the package name io.appium.android.api. So this is the package name. Okay, so like we have a Java package and Python package like that, right? We have a root package under which the app is developed. Okay, so whoever is having knowledge on the Android development side, they can easily understand. Okay, so after this one, activities. Okay, so if you have opened this into the APK info, you will come to know what are the activities available for this particular app. So in this one, you have uh, many activities are available around 345. And that one, there is a sometimes developers may say that particular activity name is main activity, or so you'll have the root activity which is reside at the top, that you need to pick it up, or else you need to contact the dev and they will provide the information. So this is the package name and this is the main activity. Okay, so let me walk through that one and then we'll move on to the next slide. Yeah, for me, it is not installed. Okay, so it is not started. So let me start this one. I hope team, you are understanding. What we are going to. So as per our plan, we have started from the basic setup, and then we are reaching to the completion of the final checks readiness. Okay. So emulator is launched. Let me look at it. Yeah. So let me this one may. So here you have already installed the API the demos app and this one. Suppose APK info. This is the app that needs to be installed. So I'll share this link app from the GitHub. You can download it. Okay. Now the APK info is up. In the APK info, so you can click on the target app, whatever you wanted to see. For example, this one. So here, when you click on that one, that API demos, that app details are displayed over here. Okay, so here you can see, okay, the package name io.appium.android.apis. The activities now you wanted to see. What are those activities? Here you need to click on this one. This one. Yeah. So for me, this is the main activity. Okay, Appium Android IPS API demos. Okay. So like that, for every app, you will have a package name and activities. I'm just going back this one. For example, uh, here you can see calendar. See, if you click on calendar, what is the package name? com.google.android.calendar. And then if you see, mainly the activities are here. Here you can see this is the all one calendar activity. A few developers will follow this some naming convention that we need to catch. Okay, so this is about the app details. And then, for example, our app is another app that we are going to work shortly. My demo app. This is the source lab provided, and com.sourcelab.mydemo. This is the package name. And then if you see the activities, only 6 activities are there, and here they have given the source lab my demo .m dot main activity. This is the one. Okay, so this is how we should know app package name and main activity. Okay, so now let's switch over to the rest. One second. Yeah, we have seen about the app package name and the main activity, and then how we can. So now the clients are like Java and Python. So based on my availability, I may come up with the Python sessions as well. For now, I'm targeting to roll out Java sessions. Okay. So here, right in the uh, see when you are preparing environment in the your host system. So I think Java 11.9 onwards, Oracle came up with commercial licenses, but at the same time, they have released the open source forum with the different OpenJDK format. So we need to understand. So basically, there is a separate URLs are available. So you need to go to the OpenJDK URL and then you can install the specific JDK version. So generally, if you are trying to install Java from the commercial, it will ask for the uh, commercial license cost, etc. and all. So instead, you can take leverage of open source licenses from this one. Okay, so you can use these softwares from this forum, OpenJDK. Okay, so don't confuse JDK and OpenJDK. OpenJDK is for the open source license. Okay, certified. Okay, you don't need to pay not even a single penny for this. Okay, so and then again, if at all if you wanted to configure Python, I think from this one you can install directly the Python and you can start the Python configuration as well. Okay. Yeah. So now we are at the final stage where we need to touch upon, and then we can start uh, the short scripts which certifies that yes, the operation is the installation setup and everything is working fine, and you can do. So we need to understand once what are the few components should be ready so that your script will run without any errors. One is your Appium server is on. Okay, what I'm talking about, your Appium server is on. The next one is clockwise, you can check it. Emulator is on and app installed and Appium Inspector session on. But this is to view your target app details. Okay, and then client script ready. Okay, so you have to keep ready your script so that once you run, so it will run the script on the app, and if it is performing the internet operations, then you are good. That whatever the setup you have done is good, and you are ready for the next learning and extensive automation. Okay, so these are the few things, team. You need to understand. Like one is Appium server. Okay, what exactly it is. Inputs from the clients and provide response. It's a kind of client server architecture, and it follows the from 2.x onwards. It follows the standard protocols. So that is W3C standard protocols it will follow while the communication between the client and server. It follows all the W3 standards, and then emulator execute actions on the application and the test, and AIT installed on the emulator, and Appium Inspector helps to identify locators of mobile element. Okay, client script send instructions to the Appium server to simulate the actions. So these are the things that we need to understand. And 1 second. So once this is done, yeah. So this is about the automation readiness that we need to understand. Okay. So thanks everyone watching this video. So now we have completed the setup and the required components readiness. Now in the next session, we are going to see the short script which certifies that our setup is working fine. Okay, so we'll catch you in the next session. Thank you.